Good morning. Um, Good morning. It is amazing that it has been 4 weeks since Hurricane Ian hit Fort Myers Beach. Um, but I feel human today because I took a shower, and it's amazing what taking a shower can do. I know it seems silly and simple, but when you're going through a trauma, simple things become hard things. So just getting up, doing a little walk, doing a little stretching, video, and then taking a shower before my 9 o'clock meeting, which I'm happy to have a meeting, makes me feel human. And so I'm grateful to feel human. Heartbreak is that I, um, as sad and emotional as this has been, and I feel like I'm really getting to live out the work that I teach, like allow your being emotionally healthy is allowing ourselves to feel what we feel without apology and to be sad or frustrated or stressed or disappointed when we are. Um, I I feel so blessed too. So just know that, like, I'm fully aware. Greg and I do have a safe place to live, and we're grateful for that. And we have a place to live through the end of the year. We also know that someday, we don't know if that's December or January or February, we'll be able to go back to our home. And though we have damage, we have minimal damage probably. I mean, kind of major damage to the building, but minimal damage to our personal property. We've lost carpet in our 2 bedrooms, but the tiles should be okay. We don't know if there's mildew and mold in the walls. Um, the seals on all our windows are broken, and the lanai screen is gone, and the ceiling fan flew through it, and the metal's pulled down. But someday we'll get to live there again. And so, what I was thinking about Heartbreak is that Greg and I can still work. I don't have as much work as I'd like, but I'm going to refocus, and I have some plans in place today to just get back on track with speaking and consulting and starting a mastermind next year. Not this year, next year, doing something to serve people, because we all need each other. We need community. But my heartbreak is that I am fully aware that there are a lot of people that are completely homeless. They lost their home and they don't have the support of an association or organization to help them rebuild and deal with the loss and the debris. I'm also fully aware that Greg and I can still work, and many people lost their businesses, and therefore many more people lost their jobs. And there is a fundraiser, I guess, right up the street. So it's on our goal list to do that. Though yesterday I had a fantasy about cooking because I haven't really cooked since the hurricane, which has been 4 weeks, and that is not good. That means either eating out or frozen pizzas or chopped salads with rotisserie chicken, which aren't terrible. They taste great, but I just had this dream like, I want to make spaghetti. I don't know. It's been a long time. Make tacos or spaghetti or just mashed potatoes, some sort of comfort food. So, and not eat out. Anyway, but my heart breaks for those that have lost way more than we have, that are fully homeless and without work and without insurance and without support or the wrong kind of insurance. And we know there's so many. So please, for those of you that have sent support for us, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. And thank you, Rebecca, for helping me think. Because even this morning, I get up and everything I had, like I don't have a hairbrush, right? Like just things you take for granted that are there, just aren't there. Plastic dishes or whatever. But thank you for those of you that have sent gift cards to Amazon or money every day we're spending it. And we're trying to figure out how to buy a car. So we thank Robert and Jeff in case we need to borrow your car during that filler time. Um, but we know that we are blessed by more than most, and we are so grateful for the love, support, and prayers. We're so grateful for the donations. It's hard for me to ask. It's really hard for Greg to ask, but we need help right now, and that's the reality. Is every day we need to buy something or many somethings because we just don't have basic things that are easy to take for granted when they're in your home. And then hope is that I know I shared about peanut yesterday, and I just want you to know many of you reached out to me and thank you. And I do have a list of people to call back today. I just get overwhelmed. I can kind of make one phone call a day and then I get overwhelmed. But we're not considering putting Peanut down, just to be clear. He's 12 years old. He's bossy as ever. He's a PIA often, but that is who he's been since he was 10 months old. So we were just trying to figure out, we're going to do the meds, do the drops, do the ointments for as long as we can, sustain that. It's just hard to see him in pain. Do we do the needle surgery or the eye removal, or do you just try to keep him on meds forever? But we are in no way considering putting Peanut down. He is full of life and full of piss and vinegar a lot. So I'm very hopeful about his health. It's hard to watch him go blind, but he's figuring it out. And I try to let him kind of navigate because it is amazing how quickly blind dogs can navigate. And then I just wanted to give you a little humor this morning, Annie Meehan style humor. So maybe not funny to you, but funny to me. So as I am a stress eater, Peanut and I are stress eaters. I've probably gained weight and I don't have a scale, which I weigh myself often. I know people say you shouldn't, but for me, it's a navigation of it, like check. So I had a scale in my bathroom and I don't have that scale and I'm a stress eater and Peanut's a stress eater and my clothes are getting tighter by the moment. So I turned to my husband yesterday and I asked him, have you ever had a fantasy about being married to a chubby woman? And he just smiled at me. So I'm going to take that as a yes. So that made me laugh. That was my humor. I hope it makes you laugh. And then the day before, my daughter called, and there's a beautiful wine fridge in the kitchen here. And I told her, you know how Jesus took water and turned it into wine? Look what I did. And then I FaceTimed her and showed her that the whole wine rack is turned into water. So I don't have any wine, but I have it filled with water bottles. So I have turned wine into water. And my husband smiles at my ridiculousness. And I feel a little human today. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for listening. It's amazing that it's been 4 weeks since the hurricane hit. And it's been quite a journey. But I know the one other thing I wanted to say about home is that I was reading today that a lot of the workers, I haven't told Greg this yet, and luckily he's not on social media very often, if ever right now, he can't deal with it. So I was reading that a lot of the workers in our place where we are, in our condo association where they're rebuilding, they don't have any place to live. Rent in Southwest Florida is so expensive because the snowbirds come down, so it's peak season, so the owners hike the rent. I mean, a minimum rent is like $6,000, and it can go up to 20,000, even for a 2-bedroom per month from January through, or from November through April. And so I was thinking this morning, we have a 3-bedroom and one room we kind of live in and one room Greg works in, but we do have one open room until November 23rd. And so I reached out just saying, hey, because the workers can't find places to live and they're sleeping in their trucks and then trying to help us build Southwest Florida. And so I just posted, or I emailed kind of someone in charge and said, hey, if a worker needs a place to stay, I have an open bedroom till December 23rd. So my challenge to you today, my encouragement, if you live in Florida or you know someone in Florida that has an extra bedroom or an extra bed or an extra corner or something for these people that have left their own families, their own homes to come down here to help us rebuild our condo, let alone all of Southwest Florida and all of Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel and Captiva and Pine Island and Matt Lachey, all of those places have been destroyed, including parts of Naples and Fort Myers. Can you offer a room? Is there room at the inn? I don't know. I just feel like if we have enough, we should share. And people have shared with me. And if I can, I just want to offer a room to somebody that's looking for a place to stay. And yes, we have 2 dogs. My husband and I are both working from home, but we have a room. And I'd like to help somebody. And then I'd like to challenge you, who's somebody you could help, even if you just have an extra room. There are so many displaced people without a home, let alone all the workers, that there's no hotels, no rooms, nothing affordable, and nothing even available. So if you have it, please help. Thanks for listening. Thanks for encouraging. Thanks for texting. Thanks for all your support. Love and peace to you. I feel every prayer, every love, every encouragement sent my way. I receive it and I appreciate it. So thank you. God bless and peace be with you.